I'm a little bit stressed. Welcome to like day 52 or something of riding a motorcycle around the world. I've gone to Almaty and I don't know if I can park here. There's like a bit of a waste area at the corner of a car park. Getting a hotel in Almaty is a nightmare. Everyone's running scams with regards to the booking software. It's been a nightmare, so I'm going to park the bike here, see if I can get into the apartment I've got booked. But I think I'm going to end up having to go somewhere else because I've got no replies from the people running it. I don't know where I'm going because the address is all in Cyrillic. I don't even know if I can park the bike here. I mean, it's a bit of a dump. And all of the spaces are like reserved as well. But obviously no one's using this one or that one. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm going to go for a wander and see what I can find out. Right, I'm now 16 floors up in the building, number 7. I'm looking for 7-19 and then it says 160. The directions on my booking.com are just absolute rubbish. There's no messages or entrance or anything from the host. I have no idea where I'm going. This is just really frustrating. So I haven't got a clue where I'm at. I don't have a clue where I'm going. My motorcycle is in a parking lot. I have no idea if it's going to cost me money or not. I went around the gate because it wouldn't open. A man tried to help me and he said, you need to exit in order to enter. All that did was open the gate so he could get in. This is just, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. It says here, this is just ridiculous. I can see what's going to happen here. I think I'm going to end up binning this off and going elsewhere. Hmm. 7-19, so do I need the 19th floor? This is the lift. Looks absolutely class. Look at this. Looks like absolute dog shit. 19? Do I need 7-19? I have no idea. Looks absolutely mint. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? I've got an apartment. This isn't going very well. Right, I think I'm supposed to be in building K7, floor 19. There was a doorway that was left open, and then there was 2 doorways with combination codes, you know, those little key safes, which is pretty standard for accommodations that run booking.com with remote access. But without the codes I can't get in, and I don't even know if they're mine. I'm getting a bit pissed off. Is this 0? No, it's minus off. I've got off. No, do you know what? Does this lift work? I mean, look at this stuff written on. What's all that? My patience is running out. It really is. I'm just on a wild goose chase looking for an apartment. There's just, I despise this shit. Been on the bike, riding flat, boring, super hot roads at 36 degrees. I'm in full gear. I've got no water left. I've parked the bike in a place where I think I might get clamped or a ticket or something because all these spaces are reserved. I'm trying to find a building I'm not even supposed to have access to because I've slipped my way past the key card. Someone just let me in. Bearing in mind that this was after, sorry, I'm just looking at my phone. Bearing in mind that I booked 3 separate places, and there's a bit of an endemic problem with Almaty in Kazakhstan. There are people who put locations, really nice apartments on. You'll book them, they will immediately tell you there's no electricity, or there's an issue, they've double booked, so please cancel it. You'll put in a free cancellation, but their policy that they've set up is to take the cost of the first night. As soon as you put the cancellation in, they then message you on WhatsApp and they say, oh, the apartment is available. but you need to cancel first so we don't have to pay booking fees. Or they'll say that apartment's not a real thing, but we have a different one in a different place you can agree to have. No, cut the bullshit. We're not doing any of that. That's happened 3 times today. It's been an absolute nightmare. I didn't even get this place booked until I was an hour away. Now that I'm here, I'm in a car park. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know if I can park here or not. What a load of rubbish. Honestly, I'm not impressed at all. So, unless I get a message back, I think there's a shop on the high street, so I'm going to go and buy some water, maybe a snack. But it's now 2:30. I've gone from Kyrgyzstan to Kazakhstan, which means I've gained an hour back, because Kazakhstan's +5, Kyrgyzstan's +6, so it would be 3:30. It's not 2:30. If I don't get any messages back, I'm going to have to cancel it. But of course, the cancellation policy on this property takes a fee. I think it's either the whole fee, and I've booked for 4 nights, or it's a portion of the fee, which is just disgraceful. So there's so many people in Almaty. I know I'm generalising, and not everyone's the same, trying to find a property in Almaty that isn't running this scam, and it's everywhere. So if you look at all of the locations to stay in Almaty, Kazakhstan, you'll find that loads of them look fantastic. And they're all got loads of money off, and yet it's just to make them look so attractive. But if you go into the reviews, they're like 5s and 6s on average, because when they set it up, they get all the mates to give them 10 out of 10s. A load of people will book it, they'll run the cancellation scam, mess people about and get money for absolutely nothing. So they'll have a load of their latest reviews will be all 1s, and it's people complaining and saying, hey, they cancelled, they didn't turn up, they didn't show, and they charged me a cancellation fee, because you have to cancel it, because you're not going to wait around all day like this. This is ridiculous. So I don't know what I'm going to do. If I cancel this, I've got to pay the whole thing, which is like £200, which is ridiculous. So I've kind of been caught in the net, to be honest. Anyway, right, I'm going to go for a drink. I'm going to chill out for a bit. At least it's nice and cool down here. It's not too bad. I'm going to go and buy some water. I'm going to see if I get a reply. The time is 2:30. If it gets to 3 o'clock, I'll move on. I am royally pissed off. So I'm just putting my gear back on. I'm getting back on the bike and I'm going somewhere else. I've waited over an hour. It is now 20 to 4 or something. Yeah, just before 20 to 4. Waited well over an hour for a response. I've sent several messages to the property. No reply. As if they don't know what's going on. As if they don't have their phone or they're at work. And I sent them another one saying, look, I can't wait around any longer. It's 36 degrees. I'm in full biking gear. I can't wait around any longer. And as soon as I put in my request to cancel for free, it got approved. So they are seeing the messages. They do know what's going on. They know they're wasting my day and my time. Because as soon as I put the request in, it got cancelled. So I've just had my time wasted. So yeah, really fucking pissed off now. So I've got a 50-minute drive to the hotel I'm going to stay at, I think. So I think the ride will calm me down. Right, video log. The beard's gone. I'm in a lovely part of Almaty at the minute. I've had about 5 pints or 4 pints. I've had a few pints. Me and Rob are just chilling out for the day. I got up quite late, I had a bit of a lie in. I've dropped a coin through the bench. What am I doing? I've dropped my 200 tenge coin. And I've just dropped another coin. What an absolute joke. Yes, I've had 5 pints, as you couldn't tell. Anyway, basically, yesterday was an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I booked 3 places, they fell through. I booked a 4th place, the apartment. That was a load of shit, waste of time. And I finally went to a hotel. It's £29 a night, which is amazing. 6 kilometres out of the city. Ended up walking into the city to have a bit of a look around. I didn't expect to walk the whole way. I was gonna maybe walk half an hour, 40 minutes, then get an e-scooter. As it turns out, on Yandex Go, so Yandex Maps is the best maps around these parts, and there's an app called Yandex Go. In the West we have Amazon, Uber, Just Eat, Google Maps, all these different apps for all different things. Yandex Go just does everything. Food delivery, you name it, does everything. It's phenomenal. Obviously it's a corporation that's kind of got its fingers into every pie, but it works and it's really good. Anyway, you need it to take a text message on your phone to verify your identity to sign up for it, to be able to pay for services. For some reason yesterday my phone would not take a text message. I wouldn't receive any tried everything I could do, every setting. I think I nearly broke my phone at one point, changing settings that I really don't want to be messing about with because I've got an eSIM and I don't want to disable or delete that. But anyway, I nearly dropped the camera. I've got one of these, and this is a yellow Escooter scooter, and these are so much fun. They're so much fun. So basically what you do is, these get dumped around the city. I mean, everyone knows it. Everyone who's under 30 probably knows this. Like, I've never used one before, and they've got these in the UK. They're like lime scooters, and out here there's Yandex Go, there's Jet, there's a few different brands, but the Yandex Go ones are pretty good because they've got suspension. They're quite comfortable. The brakes are shit. They're not conventional brakes, because conventional brakes wear out. These are regenerative brakes only, so when you pull the lever, it makes the circuit that turns the bike from a motor into a generator. So the brakes are really, they just suddenly come on and then they throw you off the top. And obviously on a e-scooter, you're quite top heavy. All the weight is quite high up. So the brakes are a bit shit. So you're better off going steady with the throttle. But they're so much fun. So I just thought I'd vlog it. But me and I've been to 2 bars today with Rob. Been to a place called the Guinness Bar. The service was rubbish and the Guinness was terrible. I didn't drink it, but Rob did, and he said it just tasted horrible. So he complained, and they wouldn't give him a new pint. So he ordered a pint of London Pride, and they tried to charge him for it. He says, "Look, I'm not paying for this." This service was just rubbish. There's no, like, the waiters aren't doing anything. They're not like fetching you drinks. You go to the bar to get a drink, they've got to unlock the till every time. It's just rubbish. We went to another one. What was the first one called? The Guinness Bar was second. I can't remember what the other one was called. It was crap as well. Honestly, the drinking culture out here is rubbish. But they've got e-scooters, and these are unbelievable. Now you can order taxis, and you can get scooters, and all the public transport is on Yandex Go. Everything is Yandex Go, and I am absolutely impressed. And I'm telling you now, Almaty is a fantastic city. It's massive, endless places to go and see. This is tonight will be my second night. I'm definitely doing at least a third, probably a fourth, maybe a fifth. I might even stretch an extra night out and chop it out of the tour later on. I'm not sure. But yeah, all you do is you just come up, you scan it, and it goes on the app. I almost couldn't pay for one. My cards wouldn't work, and then my Google Pay wasn't working. I don't know what was going on, but I finally decided it was going to work. It was going to behave. And you can do multiple scooters. So I got Rob one, and now he's hooked as well. And these are class. And what you do is you just use them until they've ran out, and then you just dump it somewhere, and you take a picture. Well, you don't dump it because you're not an arsehole, but and you just sort that out. They're fantastic. So I think all day tomorrow, I've told Rob, I said tomorrow we'll get on the drinks again, because it's Friday today, Saturday tomorrow, get on the drinks. But all day tomorrow I will encircle the city on one of these. They're just so much fun, and for an enthusiast of 2 wheels, obviously, circumnavigating the globe on a motorcycle, yeah, I'll definitely be on one of these. They are a bit mad. You've got to make sure that you're not going up curbs and all the rest of it, but they're pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. So although I'm 6 kilometres out of the city and I don't want to ride, I don't want to walk 2.5 hours into the city, or was it 8 kilometres? I think it was 8 kilometres. So to get a hotel that was quite reasonable and not a scam, I've had to stay 8 kilometres outside of the city. And the no ride limit on these scooters, because there's GPS coordinates these won't go to, so I've got to get a taxi for 10 minutes to get to the area where there's a load of these dumped, and you just get on one of them and ride the rest of the way. But I'm really enjoying it. It's been class. So I've had 5 pints. Rob is walking 40 minutes from the Guinness Bar to the Hooker Bar. Hooker as in H-O-O-K-A-H, like the shisha, not the other type of hooker bar. That'll be later on in the tour. But he's going to walk it for 40 minutes because he didn't want to go and find another scooter, because once you pack them up and turn off your ride, someone else can just turn up and ride it, so you can be without a scooter quite quickly. You can reserve them, but obviously it costs money. You don't want to pay for a scooter you're not riding. And I told him, I said, well, I've got 40 minutes and I reckon it's about 10 on one of these scooters. I'm well impressed. So instead, I'm just going to go for a big mad ride on one of these. I just think they're so much fun. And there's areas where, because it's got a GPS tracker in it, there's parts where it'll go to 6 kilometres an hour where it knows there's pedestrian, heavy foot traffic. And then you go somewhere else and it'll go up to 12. And then if it knows you're in an area where there's just no foot traffic, it'll go up to 25 kilometres an hour, which is pretty good. Maybe this is old news to the people that live in cities like Manchester and Newcastle and all the rest of it, where these are just everywhere and they've used them and it's just not an exciting thing. But for me, this is super exciting, and I've just discovered it. And yeah, in 30 degree heat, 33 degrees I think it is today, instead of walking around knacking your shoes, you can have a breeze, and it's so cheap as well. An hour on one of these is like £1.50. So I reckon tomorrow I'll spend about 20 quid, no joke. I'll ride one until it runs out and I'll find another one. Yeah, well impressed. There's loads of places to go and see. 2 days I'll be in one video, or maybe even 3 days in one video. I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet. But I'm well impressed. It's really, really nice. I'm going to change the schedule. I just need to make sure I'm back in Saritash in time for China. Don't want to be delayed for that. If I'm delayed, I delay everyone, and it will cost me many, many thousands of pounds to pay for everyone's extra hotel rooms. So you don't want to delay the group. There's already been someone dropped out. It's super exciting. I feel like I'm kind of loitering, but it's either explore Kyrgyzstan on the bike or spend time in Almaty on e-scooters. And I'm not going to lie, I think it's going to take a couple of days for the e-scooter shine to rub off. I would love to get some footage as well. I would, genuinely I would love to get some footage of me riding around one of these, but I just haven't got the right clamp to mount the camera on the scooter. And I'm not putting my helmet on with a chin mount because I look right, well, I don't care what I look like, but should I do that and get some chin mounted footage? No, I'm going to the pub. I know I've said it a bunch of times before, but I love the night time in these Central Asian cities. When you look at the parks, this is like the foresty bit, and there's like paths that are lit up, and it's just lovely. Look at this, hey? I'll tell you what, if the fellas group chat crops up, or someone pops up and they say, do you want to have 8 pints and go utterly blitzing around the pedestrian districts of Almaty, Kazakhstan on an e-scooter, you want to say yes. I've never had so much fun in my life. Absolutely mint. So I've drained the scooter down from 80% to 30 when a bit sluggish, but you can just go anywhere, and there's no rules. The rules are, the faster you go, the more of the right of way that you've got, I think. But that's the way I was doing it. I did get shouted at in Russian by a woman in a car for crossing when the man was green. And someone else asked me a question at some point, and I asked her if she spoke English, and she said no. Well, I assume she said no, she didn't say no in English. But what a beautiful city it is. Really, really nice. And just exploring these bits. It's crackers. I've been out with Rob anyway. Face it this way because the light is here. I've been out and about with Rob. We've been to a few different bars. Went to the Greenwich bar, that was alright. And what was the other one called? I can't remember. Had some noodles and some beef and all the rest of it. So I'm absolutely full as a fish now. Really, I'm full as a fish. But those scooters are just mint. I can't believe I've discovered them. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I still need to make it back to my hotel. That's 6 kilometres or 8 kilometres. I can do maybe 2/3 of that on a scooter, up until the end of the city limits on the GPS, and then after that I've then got to go and get a taxi, so I'll figure it out. But really, really enjoying it. This is supposed to be my last night as well. Nah, I think there's plenty still that I haven't seen and done, which I'm going to do tomorrow. So as soon as I do get back to my hotel, where am I going here? I don't even know where I'm going. But I'm going to go back to the hotel and pay for the next 2 nights, and figure out a plan of what I'm going to do. That's Ascension Cathedral, which is, I believe, Eastern Orthodoxy. Looks it. And that's in the dead centre of Almaty. It's about 10 o'clock at night. Now, of course, all the lights and sounds over on the left is where the rentals are. All the kids are going nuts in all these little plastic cars that are mad as cheese. Which is great. What a sight that is on a night time, eh? It's not bad at all. It is getting towards my bedtime now, like I'm pretty tired. Should I go that way? Is that the way out? I don't even know. There's a siren just gone off. That's not the police, that's one of the little cars. Yeah, I think this is a no ride zone for scooters. So what I'm going to do is leave the park, get a scooter, head back to the hotel and start planning. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I don't believe it, I'm gutted. I managed to wedge the camera, the GoPro, in its silicone case. I managed to wedge it in the phone holder on the e-scooter and went over a series of bumps and it came loose, bounced off, and now I've damaged the corner of the lens. It looks like, I mean, it looks like it's still filming okay. So it might just be cosmetic, but the glass is the glass is damaged on the corner, but it looks like it's recording okay. But to be honest, thinking about it, I think I'm going to have a bit of a word with myself actually, because this camera needs to last me quite some time, all the way till January. It's not just that, it's not mine to break, so yeah, I might have to I might have some apologising to do. I'm sorry, Colin. I've got a bit carried away with the e-scooters. I really wanted, it's Oliver rides around the world, why can't it be an e-scooter ride, you know? I just thought, but yeah, I've damaged it. It still films okay. You'll forgive me later, I'll buy you some beers. Figure something out, I'm sure.